The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
On the ready.
58, 58, come on. Check.
Hey, Alpha. 2.
On first down, Purdy. Open man is Higgins. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 4. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Leo. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, eluding the tackle. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Hey, exit.
That's going to be a long day.
Check 4. Now.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
58, come on. Exit. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Ready.
To throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's get the ball. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Let it be 18. Later. Hey, 2. Chopper. 5.
On 3rd and 2. Purdy. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
60 outlaw. Go out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Ready? 70.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Hey, Charlie.
58, boy, 58, Mike. I got
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Yeah.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, Delta.
9, Mike part 9.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Rocket.
Taylor. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert caught by Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Slam. Alert flare. Check. On the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He finds Hopkins complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54.
Move. 5.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He finds McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Down. 60 or.
Twist. Undercrunch. He's coming. We got double up. Check safety. Check three.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check 25. 49. Check 49.
Look at me. Door. Big river.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready to break.
Check.
Greystone, travel.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Watch out. Watch out.
Go on, go on.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Box drop.
Set the time, defense. Let's go. Check 26. Check 26.
You're out.
Watch the twist.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Hey, lock it. Shoot.
On 1st down. Hunt. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
50, plant. 6-6, pull it high.
Off play action. Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Looking to throw. Purdy. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Break.
56.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Hey, two.
A give right side now to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Ready? 58. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
Hey, Delta.
54. Mike's 54. 90. Check 99. Check 99.
Hustle. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On third down, Herbert. He finds Taylor, complete, and he gets it to the 32, good enough down.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team count, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, exit. Hey, rock it.
Watch the whip.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Get it.
2nd and 13. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Down. 10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter. Bam, bam. Bang, 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 bang. Big grip, big grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Echo, you draw quarters.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Rip left, rip left. 58 is the mic, 58.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chat.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
59 Mike.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood.
Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Purdy. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Bravo. Look. Squeeze. Ready.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hey, 61. Matchbox now.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
With the score, Dolphins 10.
Come on, set. 30 base. Let's go. Alpha. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's see what you got. Check. Crunch.
Now.
Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4. Hey, tank.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, lead grip.
To throw again. Herbert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
General West.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Say. Rush in.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Got it.
58 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now.
They run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Bam.
Check nickel.
Hey, Sam off.
Looking to throw. Herbert flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
Hard. You gotta go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Check.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready.
58, Mike. Watch.
Leo. Fight.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Go on. Hey, Echo.
They'll run with Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Go out. Hey, I-7.
Check that.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Ready. 60 or.
Situation, let's go.
Shoot.
A final shot before break. Purdy, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, his throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back to throw. Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 8-B.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Go.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike spot.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Hey, let's get this.
Twist on Travis. Hey, do.
Safety screaming.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off play action. Purdy. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Purdy. That one is caught by Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
6-6. Pull it high. There.
They run again with Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
24 is the mic. Hey,
he can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 8 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Hard. Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost not. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, orbit.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Snap.
Throwing after the interception. Purdy. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun. Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run. This is Hunt. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Herbert. Now he'll escape to his right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say late in the game you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it, it can be picked off and returned for a touchdown. And boy, what a dramatic turn of events that would be.
Looking to throw. Herbert rolling to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Bravo!
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second and 9 now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yes! Rock it! Let's go!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slant.
Now Taylor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
5. Let's go.
Kill.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Alert 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Crunch. Watch twist.
5.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Breaks a tackle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
McMillan's pass complete to Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
58, come on.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, wahoo!
58 for Mike, 58. 58.
Ready, go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, orbit.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
60 Pittsburgh.
At the 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.